Polite Society was directed by Nida Manzoor and is a film that I actually wanted to talk about 2 weeks ago. There's been so much coming out recently and so much other stuff happening that I got to it a little bit late, so I do apologize for that. It's not something that I intended to do. I wanted to talk about this sooner, but without further ado, let us discuss it right now. This film follows two sisters, the Khan sisters, played by Priya Kansara and Ritu Arya. Lena is getting into a relationship with someone, and it seems like things are going topsy-turvy when it comes to her creative arts life that she could be pursuing, and her sister Ria, played by Kansara, is someone who is very afraid that something's going to happen as a result of this, and she's an aspiring stunt woman, and that sort of factors into things. And I'm not actually going to tell you much more about the film, because this does not exactly go the way that you think it would. It does not go the way I thought it would, and I mean that in a very good way. This film is best seen having very little knowledge on the rest of it and as to how certain things eventually happen. Like, you look at the poster, now you're probably wondering what circumstances lead to that. Watch the movie and you'll find out. This was a very fun time. I really like this movie. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Nida Manzoor does a really great job directing it, and also the way it's written and the characters, the way they're fleshed out, are fantastic. The two sisters who are in this, they're both terrific, and the lead mostly being Priya Kansara, and she's really great in it. There is this adherence to the fact that they want to do certain things with their lives, but then things are changing, and so the film has other stuff happening, but it sort of weaves in that commentary when it comes to, wanting to be there for more than just, trying to pursue something that takes you to another point in your life, like, being in a relationship or something like that you should be creative, you should be, be able to make those decisions by yourself. And as a sister to Lena, Ria's worried because she's like, if you get married, if you end up with, in this very serious relationship, you might lose that, and that, you might not get a chance to be that creative person. And while there is a debate you could have on whether or not that happens across the board, it is very a logical fear to have because she's not really doing that right now. But on the other hand, Ria is trying to do that. She is constantly idolizing certain stunt women. There's one in particular. And so she's trying to match up to those standards. And the film's handling of that also is very mature, and it's very understandable and relatable. Like, you can, if you're somebody who is, wanting to pursue certain things in life, you can kind of understand the struggle that she's going through. And that comes together really well in this film. Eventually, it leads to some action sequences, which, like I said, I'm not really going to describe how they happen and why they happen. But what happens in those sequences is really great. The choreography in this film is outstanding. The cinematography is gorgeous. The adherence to just the culture of things. Like, there is so much South Asian culture which is wrapped around this entire film, from the costume design to the music choices. It's really great. The cast, of course, and you have to kind of respect the film for that. I mean, I don't think I've seen too many movies which are, released in Hollywood which have that kind of, backing to them. So I do have to give praise to the fact that this is a film that really swings for those fences, and it manages to do a lot when it comes to that. And I have a feeling that people who watch the film, especially of, South Asian descent, are probably going to be really happy with this film, and probably going to find a lot of things to latch onto in this film. And that is a part of the film that is to be commended. Like I said, I don't want to go too much into detail in regards to what all goes down in the film, because I would rather keep those things quiet. I would rather you guys check the movie out for yourself and see what all the fuss has been about. It premiered at Sundance earlier, actually, and then it eventually got this theatrical release. And so I heard buzz about it back then, and having seen it, it pretty much does live up to the hype. I mean, it's a film that is, like I said, extremely entertaining, extremely relatable as well, very funny, very heartfelt. Like I said, the connection that you get is really great. The other family, the Shah family, the prominent members of that, meaning the mom and the son of that family, they're both really great as well. Scene stealers in some ways. Can't again go into why that is, but I had a really great time with Polite Society, and I highly recommend checking it out, and I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. time for movies. There's some really, really great ones coming out at the moment, and they're all to be watched and they're all to be, enjoyed. So yeah, enjoy this while you can. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to more reviews very, very soon. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the movies.